Everything here is immediately followed by sarcastic comments and nasty responses.
Yep, we're finally where we belong.
And don't think we don't know how to weed them out.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Put a ticket in, make her name it gay.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
That's all, brother. I had it.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
Very good. Well, if you can't get out of it, get into it.
Welcome to Inside the Badger Den with the Angry Badger and Mr.Techrat. What the hell's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 23. Well on our way to what? I have no idea. Possibly an early grave and a doxing, a swatting maybe, depending on what the gods deem, because I've been targeted. My channel is potentially under attack. And joining me, of course, the rat, the one and only, the legend.
Am I aiding and abetting right now?
I don't know, but I feel bad now because I was going to go back through all the other streams and look at your little subtitle that you didn't put this time. We've broken the streak. And I was going to list them all out like a long Game of Thrones type shit. But too much. I think not only you aiding and abetting, you might get shrapnel. We might be coming out of a digital restaurant and vegetables are thrown at us and you get hit.
I could use some vegetables.
Maybe. Depends on where they're grown. No, if you're just joining us, I just found out, apparently Hypnotic was talking about this earlier. Alyssa, and there's a reason I pronounce her name this way, because apparently someone named Alyssa Mercanti that works for, I don't know who this is, but apparently they're making a list. Now, I talk about Alyssa Mercanti all the time. She's dangerous. She should be stopped. But this Mercanti person, apparently they're making a list and they're checking it twice. And I may or may not be on it. So it says, here's Master of the TDS, who, shout out, normally goes around and gets nice little collages of bots all saying the same shit from movie reviews. You know, it was stunning, brave, fun. Oh, I beat Jinx, the Ovian Coke, you son of a bitch. Yeah, the Marvels, it was fun. It's sad because then sometimes when I see a movie like Fall Guy and I go, it was fun. I go, oh shit. I meant that like it was actually fun, but I didn't get a grab bag. Here we go. All right, so Master of the TDS. It seems that Alyssa is creating a list of creators who have made videos about her. I find it ironic that this all began with a simple curator list that they deemed harassment, yet this will be considered acceptable because they are the ones doing it. I wonder what the purpose of the list is. Could it be to incite and encourage harassment? They are so blind to their own hypocrisy. It's actually sad this way. Well, I don't think for one fucking second she's blind to the. I'm not even going to call this hypocrisy. But it's pretty fucking funny. It's pretty fun. We're all here, Dr. Scientist. I hope all the bigot army, we're all multiple check cards. Let me see. I'm going to shout out. I don't know how many you have, Rat, but I'm the 199. I'm the Fellowship. I'm the bigot army. I'm certainly a card-carrying member of the Badger Legion. I'm a member of the GCA. Whew. I lose a count, but I love all of them equally and for different reasons, much like children. My own children, not children in general. Most of them I find appalling, except for your rodents.
Broad.
Yeah, I know. Except for your rodents, they're all right. Finding out who is a bigot or not. Well, I hope we would all be subscribed to the Mr. Hypnotic Bigot Supreme.
No, that was writing on your play on that Mercanti was making a list and checking it twice.
Yeah, High Commander of the Badge. Yeah, he's sort of a self-appointed. Aren't you sort of assistant to the High Command? I don't know. We haven't. Yeah. All right. Yeah. He's got a whole bunch of. First of all, he can't decide a fucking name for his show, but that's aside. Okay. So yeah, Alyssa has her list, checking it twice. Here's her. She says, this is an incomplete coalition of YouTube videos. Ironically, we're also a coalition, but this is a coalition of YouTube videos about me and the creators that make them. I'm not watching these. Press X to doubt. I'm not watching these because I'm sure they would cause irreparable psychic damage. She's watched all of these multiple times. She watches hypnotic streams. She screen captures them. So but this is just something you all should see. I don't know who you all is, because I feel like most of the people following her are in fact, creators and stuff. But so here's her list. No names. Remember, no Russian. No names, but if you get kindly, and I am very proud to be associated with this, DB Wild, because we do be wildin'. The list is at least broken down by column from all the ones he had the patience of typing. Here's what it is. So Hypnotic, Smash JT, who shout out commented on one of my videos covering Mercanti's just say her interesting tactics that she didn't like when they were revisited on her. Polished Productions, Vera Dark, of course, Atreus, Ryan, Roger, Thay from Reality Based.
Oh, he's such a good dude.
By the way, I'm not sure if this is based on amount. I guess I could just look. Hold on. So let's see. Hypnotic was number 1. Okay, so it is number 1 based on the amount. Trey's Brian Roger Geese Words, and apparently Words did say he's made more videos that apparently she missed a couple. So I will Leon, I hope you get your due. I'm sure he'll be talking about it later on. Cinder Shadow, I don't know several of these. John Trent, yeah, and then me at the bottom, John Trent, John Delarose, Angry Badger. Shockingly, for some reason, the same amount of videos as those as Park Place. It's almost like the only time I cover her is when Park Place covers her. I don't know anyone that would make that connection. Conspiracy. So, yeah, I've made the list. I don't know. Rat, what do you think? Should I be worried?
You should be worried about what? That they're gonna start looking for your dirty secrets?
Should I be scared? I mean, let's face it. What's gonna happen? She's gonna dox me. I'm gonna get lobbed, swatting, and or someone's gonna show up and get Second Amendmented.
I was gonna say you've already prepared for said game.
You see that Atlantean Conan sword? Well, it's fake, so I would use an actual boom, but I can't talk about that because then AI algorithms, they start picking the AI algorithm here. What are you talking about? You can talk about the frogs being gay, but you can't talk about 9mm. Shout out, maybe we can summit Alec Baldwin's finger. Who before we start actually talking about the videos of the week and all this, I will say shout out to Alec Baldwin's finger and Hayden Wayne, who joined us this morning on the pre-F&T tailgate show. That was awesome. I don't know how he gets away with having all of his lovely firearms behind him. He finds a way. And yeah, by the way, that list, I am proud to be associated with a lot on that list. I mean, shout out to everyone on there. I think even Hypnotic, he said this list is now the Hall of Fame of current YouTube. So I was wondering why all of a sudden some of my videos, even 1 or 2 videos, which I didn't quite think warranted, even I was oh, I could have done better on that. And all of a sudden, why is it getting clicks? Oh, I got put on a hit list. That's why. So thank you.
Let me ask you this. Do you think...
I hope so. She's probably watching right now.
I phrased this differently.
Well, I didn't say that.
What could possibly come from it?
They don't know how to shoot.
And do you think you're the youngest channel on that list?
Oh, for sure, I'm the youngest channel. Yeah. Oh, if you wanted to go that route, she's punching down by targeting me. Yeah. I'm the fact that she's even acknowledging me is humorous, but I'll take it. Yeah. It's funny. She took the time to make a spreadsheet. Do you know, Rat? I've never made the time to make a spreadsheet in my life, not in school, not for any job. I was in charge of 3 kitchens. I was told to make spreadsheets. Never made it. This bitch made a spreadsheet about everyone. And speaking of everyone that made a video about her, the number 1 person that made videos about her, shout out, brother, Hypnotic, hail fellow Hall of Famer. Yeah, I mean, I'm much like Steam with our special number badges, where we again have a special little pin in the culture war that I will wear. I hope you when you have your crown, and that is my favorite one, Hypnotic, Hip, if I may call you. Please get the little pin, get the little Hall of Fame pin. We just keep winning. We just keep winning. I don't know what else to say. I'm not even going to complain. Just thank you. Thank you for the acknowledgement. It is nice. Look, if we were all up on those ramparts together, or even if we were up against the wall together, it's definitely one of those things of like, never thought I'd die side by side with a bigot. How about side by side with a friend? And that's really what this is now. Look at all my new list of friends that I happily go into the fucking culture war with. Just makes you all tingly on the outside, doesn't it, Rat?
Well, it's funny because it really started to make it better once we all stopped being so upset and angry. You notice once we started just dialing it back and we're like, friends? Okay, let's all talk again.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, us is more the fact that we've transitioned We've transitioned completely. Like, I thought we would all settle on apathy for a while. We moved right past apathy, straight into fucking memeing, and let's all have fun with it because there's nothing else to do except, like, I'm here for the acolyte lightsaber whips and all the the they, the thems, trans, all the people. I want eunuch or eunuch, however the hell Beardo said it. I want eunuch gay samurai. I want it. Give me all the trans ideology. Do it. Overload the system. This is what Gary was talking about. I thought naively for a chance we could maybe save it, but now I realize to save it, we must implode it. And let's do it. Let's hear. I want to do it. Don't you want to do it? And just push the button. It's going to be real fun. That's the point. It's going to be real fun. And shout out, making waves. Don't ever let them say that it doesn't matter because they make spreadsheets about you. At least 13 of us. Shout out. Good to see you all here. Yeah, let's just have fun with it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Thank you. Impressive first 6 months on YouTube, to say the least. But yeah, hey, you know what? Coming up, I think June 8th will be the actual 6-month anniversary of the Angry Badger making videos. So yeah, have to do the same damn thing we've always done because you shouldn't make a big deal out of 6 months. Keep going, keep grinding. Sorry, you thought I was going to say make a big deal out of it, didn't you? All right, let's get into the show. Let's actually start with the beginning of last week, which was last Saturday, and how we started it, which was we had just gotten Assassin's Creed Shadows, the trailer that, well, boy, did it get a reaction. And almost immediately the stock plummeted 15%. And that thin red line, slightly boring movie, but a very interesting graph when you put it in comparison with that movie trailer. Game trip might as well be with the amount of cinematics probably. Are you at all moved by that Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer? Are you able to look at it at all with and turn off 2024 vision? Sometimes I do it. It's a fun little mental experiment.
You can't do that with anything anymore. You keep saying it, but it's true. You watch it and you go, of course they did. It's hard to not do it.
Yeah. I've heard them talking about a couple things, and I'm like, I don't know how you watch that without.
Yeah, I'm not excited about this at all.
Yeah. Well, apparently no one else was. That's why it got ratioed on every way it could be ratioed. Now, this is just, of course, Star Wars Outlaws showing everything they've released gets ratioed. Ubisoft in particular is not as they have screwed over everyone for multiple reasons, and then they keep doing it for those same reasons, and then they keep adding new ones. Oh. Now, this is the real thing. Hypnotic, so far, you got the biggest channel, buddy. I think we could all special stream. That would be. I would go for that one.
Do you want to talk about a festival of streamers? That'd be great.
Yeah. And I think you can guess that even if they separate it, like they're trying to say roles of stealth is with her and big brutal sword play is with him. It's still going to be those generic ones from the last 3 games because it's not a new engine. They haven't redone any of the combat. So now this obviously is an older ratio. It's well beyond, I think, into the 700,000s. Sufficient to say, and suffice to say, it did not get any better throughout the week, but it was not a strong start for Dim. Satisfying, but not now. Now there's going to be a bunch of cope throughout the week about how, the pre-orders, this is okay. But this is the thing is, man, remember the glory days? Remember Division and Wildlands? Peak Division and Wildlands before they all sort of turned into the same fucking game.
When we only complained that Remember, they said we were gonna get in that trailer for, I think it was like a Ghost Recon. They had that shoulder-mounted rocket launcher with no. Now we have some real problems. Shit sucks.
Shout out to Deadpool and I, who spent so long a time fighting the Predator and the Wildlands DLC, which is no longer available because of licensing. Telling you that Predator, the Junta, overpowered coward with an invisibility shield. Yeah, good times. But everything woke's turned to shit. Yeah, this is the first. First of all, yeah, they are really over relying on the amount of people that are going to pre-order. Yeah, our people, and unfortunately, I've heard it verbatim. Oh, there's a Black Samurai. I'll buy an Assassin's Creed game finally. I can't do anything about that. But the amount of people that like automatically would have bought it, but they see what Division and Wildlands. What the fuck? I mean, what the hell was the second one called that we barely played? With on Aurora with John Barenthal or whatever. Either way, the point is that, like. Breakpoint, thank you. It had no sub. That's why I can't remember it. And I remember Wildlands because at least the cartel had class. They had substance. These shallow mercenaries, thank you. The shallow Breakpoint, the wolves and all that. And then, like, spoiler, he died in like 3 seconds in the actual mission. I don't know. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I just want to say that Deadpoolio is a fucking masochist. And I mean that in every way you could take that. So if he has to cheese a fight, it's because it is an ungodly, unfair one. Okay? And just like literally would spend hours doing. Anyway, if he has to cheese a fight, that's how you know it's a failure. And unfortunately, Ubisoft is a failure right now. Fucking Unidad. Yeah. Okay. Another thing that is well on its way to a failure, and I know this triggered Erwin especially. I just find it amusing at this point because does it shock you? Shurigatwa, who I only know how to pronounce his name because I've watched Gary cover him a bunch. He got promoted by Times Magazine, of course, as a generational leader. There he is, looking fabulous in the green trench coat. Look great in the trench. You would look great in that, Rat. I think. Huh? Just pop the collar a little bit.
Keep going. Move on.
No? Power through? What about that?
I would be more if I can get like what's it called? The bowler hat?
To a fucking air, right? It would. Yeah, no. That was met with remember I said we moved right past apathy and into laughter. That's basically what that was met with. Amongst
bowler is a flat cap, right? That's like that hat.
Oh no, you like those cabbie
you hate
things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you love that shit. You do look good. Like in the Rat, I'm gonna put you in a cabbie hat for sure. Yeah, remember when he was what's with twerking? They make a big deal of a character. I'm looking at you, She-Hulk. They make a big deal and then they get in and they twerk. I don't get it.
It shows that they're in control of their power and sexuality.
I wish I could. If a couple years ago, I would have said yes, because people said that about Odyssey and shit like that. I think now, because it's not just one game, it's like all of their games are like just not what they used to be. So I don't. Yeah, they'll limp on for sure. I don't. Well, I say that, and then Star Wars Outlaws is like, "Hi, hold them a beer. Wait till we get the they thems." Fucking what did Ryan call it? The Star Wars? It's either way. He had a couple of good ones. It's gonna be brought to you by Schlurpo though. Mandalorian and the Green Fucker, retarded people in space. Yeah, wait for Star Wars Outlaws to come out. We're still on the reaction for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and that led in the progression of events to anyone mentioning, "Yeah, bro, can I get a Japanese male protagonist in my Japanese Assassin's Creed game?" Banned. So, and remember, I can't imagine because we've seen this before. By the way, I've played them all, and I keep seeing people that are like, "Oh yeah, you can fuck, you can have gay relationships." It's like, you could, and I've 100% all of them. I hunted, Rob. No, I had to go back, like literally in my memories, and like, when did you have because Cassandra, if you play the female version, who is straight up the canon version, they always say the last two are the female, the canon versions are female. So she has a child, so you have to have a heteronormative relationship. But yeah, I think there's a couple NPCs where possibly if you choose the right dialogue in the quest, you can. But the only thing I would say is that Cassandra, Alexios, whichever one you choose, Ivor, those are fictional characters. Yasuke or Yasuke is a real character. So that would be the distinction, that even the option shouldn't be, at least for him. You want to make your lesbian 17-year-old Japanese female assassin, sure, you go ahead, you go nuts, that's fine. But the historical characters should stay accurate to history, and that also goes with events he did or did. You could change reasons for what they did. That's what Assassin's Creed's done historically, but you can't change what they actually fucking do unless it's real specific in a fine tightrope that I don't think they have the ability to do. So yeah, just asking for male representation, banned and shit deleted, which is a common tactic. Obviously, they don't want communication. They like to suppress. Where have you heard that tactic before? Console peasants might forget easily. PC mess. Hey, you know what? As someone who was a console peasant, and I guess still is, because I still play several games on it, but also recognize the supremacy of the PC master race. You know, we all come to the glory of the tech god at our own rate. But I'll tell you right now, everything does play better on a PC and mods and all the things and reasons that you know. Bigot's R word again, taking it back. So way behind playing Origins. Origins is good. By the way, set in Africa. Set in North Africa, still counts, I'd wager. Set in Egypt. And do you know who their main protagonist is, Alex? I'm sure you know this. You want to guess, Rat?
It's a white person.
No, although they might try to say he's white adjacent because he's just not brown enough. No, Bayek is Egyptian. I know. And actually pretty decent. By the way, fun story. They actually wanted you to play as a female character, and they were overruled. Of course, that guy ended up being fired, and then we see what happened to the next two characters. It's your guy friend. Yeah. Assassin's Creed is an empty, familiar brand label, nothing more these days. Yes, unfortunately, it has been taken over. Speaking of things that have been taken over, moving right along, Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies, unfazed, he basically pulled the Rian Johnson, where like any conversation is a good conversation. If half of it hate it, that's fine. If half of it like it, that's fine. He just wants people to be talking about it. This one's not, or actually, I think he is actually Nairobian or Egyptian, because one is kind of white, cough, cough. It depends on the time period. Imagine if they did an Assassin's Creed during the Three Kingdoms era of China and brought in a white dude. No. There's a bunch of different examples where it was like, shout out Sonia. Good to see you, my darling. There was Middle East. Yeah, I'm trying to go through. The only game I haven't 100%ed for Assassin's Creed is Mirage, and I'm trying to go through it, but it is fucking rough. It is rough because by this point, most of the people that made Assassin's Creed what it is, by the way, sorry, out of mic. Hi, how you doing, buddy? Most of the people that made, like all game studios, most of the people that made it what it was are gone, and it's, well, you know what they look like, who have taken over. Speaking of, there was an entire writer's room full of these people. What do you mean? Come on, you missed it. I thought you were going to say, what do you mean these people? Oh, good. He's dead. He probably told me in the private chat he's dead. Amazon officially passes on Silk Spider Society. So bye. That's gone. That was an entire group of writers that wouldn't have been able to do it. And even so, we also heard at the same time that they were going to switch to the focus on the male gaze. Jeez. There you are, you son of a bitch.
I was hydrating when you set me up for some dumb shit.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Insert rant. And that's what they took from us. That's what they took from her. Of course, she was made from the same spider that bit Peter, so they missed a chance for that. But see, here's the thing: is I think that's the some people are wising up. Why? They're realizing, like, oh shit, they're not buying the message. We missed it. By the way, you wouldn't have gotten picture this without Spider-Man. I know. I have to say
they got eyes, tits, and toes in the same shot.
Hey, the girl. Well, there's a name for that.
I know, baby girl.
Wet mop. Yeah, real sad that we're not going to get to see this really would have benefited their Spider-Verse without Spider-Man. But what we are getting surprised the hell out of me. And I've yet to hear that this is not live action. Not as happy as we are to see you. I tell you what. No, Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man. That's old school Howard Stern. If you've been listening to it, John Menendez, how he would say Nicolas Cage noir. He's getting his own live action series at Amazon. So that means 50-50. If Anna shows up, Badger will lose his thought. No shit. I will simp out full mode. I don't even lie. I don't even lie about it. It's okay. It's all right to simp sometimes. You just have to it has to be tactical. You have to do tactical simping.
I didn't know there was a whole pattern to it.
Yeah. You have to strategically, like a sniper, simp. You use shotgun with the drum on the bottom.
I don't know any other way.
You dupe, you simp out, and you don't last longer than 38 seconds. Yeah. It's an admirable tactical campaign to overload your enemy, but I do it tactically. I get right up beside you. That's what Jordan Peterson taught me.
We've been in the trenches.
For me. Yeah, no. Ain't no one got a simp for you.
No.
You just take a shower at 3 a.m. and you make your buddy happy, eh? Precision simp. That Daxnar knows what's up. You lock it in, you hone your targets, you have on-the-ground information, you sync, you laze the target, and you precision simp the missile. But yeah, no shit. If Anna shows up, we stop at everything to say, what up, baby girl? Short jeans, red hair. I feel like it's the start of a song. Short jeans, red. I should have learned to play the guitar. Anyway, do you give a shit about Nicolas Cage and Spider-Man? Anything? I sort of do. He got robbed on his Superman.
I'll watch it.
Spent like 6 hours in a CGI thing, and then they did whatever the hell they did with the spider. Finally, they just had to be in a timeline where he fights that goddamn spider. So you'll watch it.
Yeah, I'd watch it. I'd probably watch the whole Silk shit if it's good. Watch it, right?
I would have laughed at it. I would have watched it for the lulls for sure. Did you? Well, I mean, things I didn't watch because I know we watched season 1 of What If. Have you pirated or done anything of those? Because those are ending. Right. So that was the other story that did better than I thought it would. But I know apathy is. They are doing more, and they're getting in that new showrunner. Cool. Remember, even everyone's loving it, right? They fired the guy that actually wrote it. Unfortunately, my hashtag rehired Bo DeMeo isn't working out.
It's not working. Got to start a petition.
I think he and Mercanti maybe should team up, and he could write her OnlyFans videos because that's probably the only path forward for both of them now. I know. I don't see Kotaku lasting too much longer, and the 50 game guides a week didn't seem to be on her palette, and she doesn't have the money to sue all of us. So just saying, in this economy, OnlyFans might be the way to go. Shout out, since I'm a subscriber, don't hate me. Don't hate your only subscriber. Oh, I'll super chat her later. Please, Alyssa. Thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. All right. Someone else spoke out on the Assassin's Creed Shadows and was immediately silenced for daring to not have the same thoughts as everyone else. CD Projekt Red, apparently this is a male because everyone else was busy taking period leave and identifying. CD Projekt Red senior lead weapon artist apologizes for noting criticism about Assassin's Creed Shadows is valid. And before we get to this, Clinton House gifted 5 Angry Badger memberships. Thank you very much, Clinton. Shout out. Saw you and most of you obviously earlier on the pre-F&T stream. Love when you guys make the journey over here. Really is appreciated. Thank you. We got to get cool rock music to play every time someone gives a membership or something like that. Another project. We do have an outro finally. Shout out to the Rat of Tech, Techus Ratus. Shout out. Everyone loves Sonia. Yeah, who turned green? Kevin, the Wayfarer. I see you in here. He was lurking, but he took that membership. Vitor, Nick Davidson, and GJJ. Shout out to everyone who went green. Shout out Clinton. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it. Really do, man. All right. So this first response is a completely valid response. Concerns and criticisms around Assassin's Creed Shadow are valid. I personally think it might disrespect Japanese culture with the provided historical inaccuracy. People, especially Japanese people, have full right to oppose trends like this. Imagine saying basically, hi, look at my mom. That's nice. Shout out. And ack, brother. Badger of badgers. King of kings. Badger of badgers. Not king of kings, but you get the analogy. That's right. Shut up. Badger with a small b sometimes, but definitely the rat of rats. That's nice. Yeah, so basically Mikhail, if I can, he just said that it's all right to have an opinion and that, yeah, maybe if you're Japanese and you wanted a little bit more Japanese representation in your Japanese Assassin's Creed, that's all right. And they struggle sessioned him. They Tanya Harding'd him. He went out and he came back. He walked out. He came back limping back. Cletus didn't survive the trip across the table. I've noticed criticism regarding my recent comment about Assassin's Creed Shadows. And by noticed, I mean you beat the shit out of me digitally, threw me in an office and said in no uncertain terms, either you retract this shit or you find another germ. Identifies a member of your channel. That's fair enough. I'll validate you. It's all right. Normally, we don't validate identifications like that. But since we're hot topics right now and you might get put on a list, Mr. Williams, I almost had a stroke saying how to say that. Yeah, I'll identify you. Here's where the struggle session came in. First of all, I acknowledge that I am not qualified to share statements or discuss such topics. Are you fucking breathing? Can you form words with your lips? Man. Do you still have air in your breath, son? Because if you do, you have a right to talk about such topics. Yeah, basically, what the fuck? This is the greatest sin. It's not that the devil making everyone think that he wasn't real, but is that making you think that you don't have a right to talk about shit or shaming you. I mean, shout out to Hypnotic. That's why he calls his group the bigot army, is because it's like, oh, you're going to call us all bigots? All right, fine. Well, I don't know if you heard this before, but like, we'll make that our word. They Mark Hamilled him. I don't even know what the derangement, the TDS'd him. Yeah, I don't know. I think he went willingly into that Dark Knight though. This guy more got like this. This dude is what they wanted to do to Gina Carano. Like, this is like what Gina Carano would have had to do. And had she gone to that struggle session, she would have come out and been like, I have seen that my pronoun beep bop booping. And you would have seen the whole thing. But she has morals. So she said, fuck that. And she didn't capitulate. But like, shout out to this dude. I hope you find your balls drop off. Clearly they were taken. He turned into a eunuch or a eunuch, Beardo. And yeah. Hope he finds him again. Yep. Mm-hmm. Shout out. Look at you guys. If you are not on a 3-letter agency list, you are not doing your job. I think I'm for sure on a list tonight. But I think even before that, I was on a couple based solely on my Amazon alone, unless they think I'm a cosplayer, which I guess based on Irwin now I am, because I do buy a lot of fake swords and shit. Yeah, no. The tactical equipment prepper stuff alone, because zombies, man, you never know. 100%. I can't wait. I pray that we really do go forward. Hold on. No, you guys are the Badger Legion. Anyone subbed or any member, if you like and you're subbed, you're a member of the Badger Legion. Den Dwellers. I mean, hey, if you really like this show, specific to the show, I condone that. I'm fine with Den Dwellers. I've been known to dwell in a few dens myself, not the heroin variety, but maybe a sex den or two.
The harems.
Bring out the gimp. Yeah, no, I can't wait until the lawsuits go forward and discovery happens and they look at all the emails for all the things and we find out that as proposed, it is in fact former Harvey Weinstein personal assistant Leslie Headland who was spearheading the major witch hunt against Gina and was one of the forefront of the people that wanted her to go against like that 40 panel struggle session. I don't know what else to say except that's what it was. So yeah, shout out to Gina forever for that. I think my job may have menstrual pay too. I have to check some. Well, you simply identify as non-gender conforming, gender fluid, and depending on the day, take advantage of it. And sorry, the hit to women's rights. I know, struggle, women's suffrage, something men have taken. Man. That's ours now. Give me that. That's mine.
You can bleed if you really want the time off. That's all I'm saying.
It's it was the worst timeline. It was the best timeline. I hate that but that's the duality.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, this is the shitty timeline. Doctor Who set another record, and boy, the chat. Not this chat. This chat is lovely and fine. I recognize that. But the Doctor Who shill simpies, whatever's left, boy, they want to try and make it seem like this is doing just fine. That's bullio. Y'all need to hit that like button or get waterboarded. I told you not to threaten my chat with a good time, all right? Ain't no one in here that can't take a waterboarding like a good boy, all right? Threaten us with something real. Like, I'm going to show the Maestro picture repeatedly. Where's Jinx Monsoon? I blocked it out mentally. It's later on. Either way, you don't have to threaten anyone with anyone. Oh, shit. Never mind. See? That's what we're going to do. Eventually, if we hit super chat threshold, you could I actually don't think I can say that, actually. Can you? I would let you waterboard me on camera. It's fine. Strawberry will be the safe word. No safe word
you ain't gonna be saying
Doctor
shit.
Who because no one's watching it. More hard, darling. 400. Basically, every single time this goddamn thing airs, it's like less by a substantial amount than the last time.
But then they
Shocking
have some cope reason of why it's not.
All bad.
You looked in the wrong bucket.
Do you realize that all the episodes that come out are brand new? I'm vamping because I'm looking for that thing that recap movie. Where the hell? We moved all of our things around, and it doesn't matter. It's up, but okay. Season 1, and they've had 3 episodes out.
Yeah, but they were all bad.
I know. It wasn't worth the squeeze, but now we'll get used to it. Your outro better be great. I'll tell you that right now.
Look, I'm just suggesting, we can make different ones. We can filter them around, keep it fresh. This was one.
Here is the super chat threshold costume I need to try to put together, and I'll do it.
Shit.
I'll fucking do it. Don't you threaten me. I'll do it. The safe word is...
Well, we already know Badger's safe word. Somebody in the chat put it.
Methyluronimethyl.
Who remembers Badger lore?
Hurt me. I don't remember Badger lore.
You don't remember what your safe word was?
We don't have that video yet. So I think I said strawberry. I always say strawberries.
Nope.
Hell, Badger. Shout out Philip Morris. Philip Morgan. You know what's sad? Ryan has done this to 2 people. Alan Fox, who changed, he said Alien Fox, they changed it. One day, Philip Morgan's going to show up. It's going to be Philip Morris. Oh my God, my mom remembers pineapple. Do you think I subconsciously chose that because pineapple changes the flavor of things? Either way, meth might make me keep doing it for longer. Who knows? I've been through survival training. Waterboarding was relaxing. Yeah, I mean, what are we doing? What are we talking about here? Pineapple. I could go for pineapple. Ryan, salty Ito. You might need to change your name.
Did that.
That's right, Nerd Wars. Keep it Christian. Pineapple changes the flavor of pizza. That's obviously what I was talking about. The safe word is redhead. I'll tell you what. How to lose a boner real quick. It looks like I'm coming for your soul. Do you think this is what Az wakes up to at night? Every night he wakes up to this.
Fucking pronouns!
He really called it, huh? It really did. But also they thought, I love that they bailed. They thought it was done, and then it got so much worse. This is why I can't wait for Acolyte, because if you think Doctor Who has been a hoot, wait until you see what Gay Filoni and Leslie Headland do. Oh, did I say? I'm sorry. Dave Filoni.
That's what I heard.
Freudian slip there. Just instead of wanting to fuck his mom, he wants to fuck his dog. Allegedly, in my opinion. Allegedly. Yeah. Shout out. Okay. So I guess this might be one of the reasons I made her list, but I did cover this. That didn't mean that to rhyme. Kotaku senior editor Alyssa. Now, I don't know who Mercante is, but Mercante threatens legal action against YouTuber Smash JT. He also made the list. I again feel honored. This, of course, was just like of all of this. Rat, if I may. She kind of reminds me of your sister.
My sister?
Yeah. When we were children, young animals, you know, she would start a bunch of shit. And then she would act like the victim. And that's what Mercante's doing.
So sad.
She, on cue, could probably cry too. Mercante for sure gets paid, in my opinion, gets paid to cry on cue. I'm sure she can if you super chat enough. I can too, I guess, if you super chat enough. I'm telling you, she has started much like most of all of this. If you wind back the clocks, this all started because a sweet little Brazilian man, chubby, innocent little Brazilian man made a curation list, just letting you know that Sweet Baby Inc. was involved with some games, which set everyone off. You know what? Do we still have that one too? By the way, we've been cleaning house. Set everyone off, and of course, she's the one that went after Cabrutus. She's the one that went after Smash. He contacted his wife.
My sister. Goddamn her to hell.
Yeah. His wife contacted his wife, started all of it, and now, of course, threatened to sue. I'm sure she has ample money from, certainly not from working at Kotaku, but ample money to sue. Much like the other one we're going to hear about in a little bit. Yeah. He's number one, and that's a fine leader. I'll follow him in a battle. Yeah. Cry bullies be crying bullying. Yeah, it is hilarious. And I know we'll talk about it in more detail. You better put me on the thumbnail with like a target list. Oh, here we go. Nerd Wars, please come on. It has to be them all lined up with the nooses, the first time meme with James Franco from the Cowboy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have me and Hypnotic there because we're obviously the stars here. And have, please, gotta be. Because I'm a narcissist. Thank you. Please and thank you. Great one, great gaming journalist. She gonna sue everybody. She could be like Oprah. You get a lawsuit, like the financial. Yeah, she can. I almost made a joke, but man. I probably should have made the joke, but thoughts and prayers to Nick Rekieta. Not going to be available to be hired as her lawyer for this one. She's going to have to hire someone else for this. Money, please. Money, please. Yeah, no, I'll tell you this. If she does sue me, I will be grifting my legal fund highly. Jet Spitzer shout. All of a sudden, I'm going to have a Patreon and a subscribe star, and Badger OnlyFans might be coming too. Might be dual streaming. Who knows?
Eyes, tits, and toes.
I'm not too worried about it. This isn't the culmination of this, but we did make a video on it, and I find it very interesting that at the time I made this video, it had just passed 90,000, and it had slowed to about 200 people a day from like a spike of 2,500. Hypnotic, let her sue me. We will hit number one in the country every day in super chats until the lawsuit goes. I mean, you fucking almost do without it. Yeah. You want to talk about a Streisand effect of maybe if you wanted this to go away, but shocker, Hypnotic, I think you would agree with me when I say I don't think she wants it to go away. She's a fucking narcissist too. She thrives on this shit.
Get her on hypnosis.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that's been floated out there. I'll get her on here. Hey, look, I'll volunteer to be quote unquote neutral. I'm the newest member here, right? I've at least, I pronounced her name fucking Mercanti. Boohoo. Like I've never really accused her of anything other than being a grifter, which is, I guess we're all guilty of that, right? The only difference is I think she knows the bullshit she's peddling. Yeah. Why don't you come on here and we'll have a nice little chat. Fellowship. Community is commie shit, or when you should know better. I don't think she actually wants to come on with anyone that knows what they're talking about, Hypnotic, though, because she knows we would like verbally destroy her because she couldn't pull any like jujitsu and shit with us. That being said, I'll have a conversation with her and I wouldn't pull anything. Wouldn't pull any punches. Something that also did not pull punches is everyone with a fucking dislike ratio. Like I said, well over 700,000 Shocking? As I die? That was not a rhetorical,
shocked.
but
I'm shocked.
Are you appalled though?
No, just shocked.
I'm a little shocked because I think this really could have been pushed more. I think it just goes to show you how much people have really started to wise up and just really quick. Sad days are great. I hope you can pull out of the nose. I see what you did there, Nick the nose. But it's the kid. Please think of the children. I mean, if both him and the wife, they got 5 kids. Who's watching the kids? CPS. Yeah, it's all bad. But hopefully this is what it takes. But I will point out, this is the only thing I will point out, aside from really 100% thoughts and prayers to Nick. Look at the difference in the reaction between our side of the internet, who maybe made mentioned the joke that could be made, but then in all seriousness is saying, bro, I wish you the well and get better, as opposed to the other side, the Dick Mastersons that are fucking memeing on him and doing meme streams and grifting off of it and have his picture posted everywhere and talking shit. It's like, choose your friends wisely, bro. This is at least the healthier side of the internet that we may point out and you can call us bigots and horrible things, but it's actually some pretty nice people here that are all actually rooting for you and genuinely want you to get better. So if you do decide to come back to the YouTubes, I hope you pick who you fight with. And that is to say, I hope you don't fight with anyone. I hope you just come back with some peace and love in your heart. And trust me, if you think that you won't be able to get viewers not drinking, if you think you're better, whatever drugs you're on, trust me, bro, you'll be so much better when you're clean and sober and doing this for the right reasons. God, what a shit show it would have been if I had been drinking and doing this. Holy fuck.
I would like to attest right now that you would not have 52 people sitting here watching you.
Not a time. Well, morbidly a timeline I'd like to peek into, but not a timeline I'd like to look at.
You would end up on an Asmongold video where he's watching you melt down.
I replaced it with my own healthier addictions. Thank you, McFarlane. And shout out to McFarlane. I don't have it up because I didn't giggity. Now that I have a problem getting it up. McFarlane with Ripaverse doing that $500 limited run Yaira statue.
And they just got the okay to do marble stuff.
Well, that's McFarlane, not Ripaverse. No, that's fuck them, because I guess now I'm gonna be getting anyway. Let's almost done with this. Assassin's Creed, the most disliked of all time. Again, sorry, not surprising. Almost done, not done at all. Every single trailer, I like that they show this is obviously skyrocketed several 100,000 more. These are the other ones. Look, even Mirage has not ratioed, and Valhalla, all of them, right? So this is why I say, when people are like, nah, they're fine, they'll tank the hit. I don't know if they will this time. I think people have wised up a little bit. Going down a path I can't follow. I almost went to do Obi-Wan, but then I realized that was Padme. There's a couple of paths they went down. All dark. But anyway, you just see in the comments the responses to Assassin's Creed Shadow across the board, pointing out the hypocrisy that, remember when Resident Evil 5, when everyone said it was not everyone, but people that at the time we told shut the fuck up, said it was racist that they had it there, and I was like, that's because there's black people in Africa. It would be racist not to have them there. This is the reverse. Anyway, discrimination against black people, absolutely not. And just the cope and or the hysterical rhetorical comments. Good. You like to see it. It makes you feel good. They might not get away with it this time. They might not get, and because the game has been,
can't keep letting them get away with
it. And I don't think we are moving right along. We have had win after win after win. Like Hypnotic said, we keep winning. I mean, to varying degrees, but again, doesn't matter. Had sex. Win is a win. This is a loss. We knew it was from the beginning. All those years ago, which to me still feels like 2 years ago, when they said that they were going to make Alan Scott gay, and I was like, "You mean the classic one?" They're like, "No. Earth 2 Alan Scott." I was like, "Huh?" And this was some new 52 adjacent Earth 2 that no one gave a shit about. And because no one gave a shit about it, they made the actual Alan Scott gay. And he was classic, so in the 40s. So now you had to reframe him being a gay man. Someone who actually read it said that he thought that the ring was making him gay all those years.
Oh,
and that
yeah.
I
Jewelry will do that to you.
Very astute observation, Mr. Techrat. Very astute observation. But yeah, aside from maybe one or two, aside from 0.01% of you, statistically speaking, in the chat, most of you don't want this when you go into your Green Lantern comics, let alone one set in the 1940s of a dude that's been married and with multiple kids. Hey-oh. He's fabulous. Everyone knows that purple cape doesn't go with anything. Because it bothers you. That's why. Because it bothers you. Why don't you pull out your pillow and go to sleep, low energy motherfucker? Never gonna let you live that down. Never, ever. Tell you that right now.
The Bears.
There you go. It's the Bears, Team Bears. I'll fucking feed you to the Bears. In Minecraft. Yeah, he does that, doesn't he? He comes in with his little zingers. He thinks because everyone ignores the rat. The rat is a devious creature. Yeah, that's what it was. I didn't. You're funny. You're a funny guy, Owen. I like you. And at the end, it's like, yeah, I promise I'm going to kill you last in Minecraft. Something that I'm not going to kill, and let's just get along with it. I ignored this at first because I didn't really understand it. The trans ghost thing. Upon further looking into it, they 100. This is everything we were talking about localization. This is where it was one thing in the East and in 2004 in the original port over, and then they changed it to this, where it's like, I was their sister, not their brother. The original one is the Otoko no ko. Otoko no ko. Say this, rat. Otoko no ko. Say it in this cute Asian voice for the chat. Won't it all creep them out? Go ahead.
Hang on. What was it?
The Otoko no ko.
The Otoko no ko.
I think they want us to say it like really quickly, like Otoko no ko. Otoko no ko. Yatta! And basically, it's a fucking femboy. So they took a femboy and they tried to 2024 it because trans are all the rage right now. And so, yeah, to me, that this is one of the clearest. And there's been multiple. And then it showed the Goomba one where they took out the like essentially the grape or violent hints or whatever. That like, yeah, it's a cartoon, so this would go into like, bro, what are you doing? But then you also go like, well, they're referencing older classical movies that have those things. You know how they do in like the parody type shit. But weird all around, but just a good example of what localizers do when and where they get a chance to. And not surprising, since we just saw that DEI of America get like the call for all the DEI officers. Nintendo of America, DEI of America. That's the next one. Sai is an avid fan of Paper Mario 2. This shit really annoys me. Yeah, especially like if you know the game. Like, trust me, I was very happy to hear that they stopped that Knights of the Old Republic remake because I know exactly what they would have done to it. So if they do switch it, and I mean, obviously that's not switching languages, but if they adapt it and localize, like, switch it up for 2024, I'll notice all the shit that they changed. Because even Juhani, who was a lesbian character back then, could be made a far worse character if they do it without any of the nuance or any of the care. Well, unfortunately, Anon, I think that's what we might have to do. I mean it. Just make everyone gay and trans. Do it so, like, oh my God, look, a straight character. I don't. It's much like a tantruming child. I know they think their newest game is they love to accuse us of everything. So we'll see if they do this one. Much like a tantruming child who continuously wants to hold their hand over a flame. All we can do is turn on all the burners for them to maximum and let them sizzle away. Speaking of, I laughed. I saw someone, one of the first comments was that they laughed when they saw this. I fucking laughed when I woke up and I saw this was the headline.
It's too
Ubisoft
much.
appears to confirm Assassin's Creed Shadows protagonists Yasuke and Niall, who's 17, are LGBTQ.
What are the odds that both of them?
Both. They're about the odds of a Hollywood celebrity having all their kids be trans. I think they're about that same statistical odd. Here we go, because I thought, okay, is this clickbait? And we even had we were doing this, Hypnotic joined on to talk about this for a while. When they talk about, they do mention that they will be treated differently based on the characters, and romantically, so it's down here, romantically, they will also attract and be attracted to different types of people. Through the pair, players will get to experience a multitude of relationships. I have no problem with their, well, here's the thing. Yes, obviously gay people have always existed. How free do you think they were? How free do you think they were? Shout out Creativity's Vanguard. I haven't seen you in a while, brother. Good to see you. Ubisoft still making the same games over and over. Yeah, no, they really have turned into cut and paste type of a thing. And secret gay romance for Revan. Yeah, depending on how you play that. Canonly, you do need Revan to be male and have a romance with Bastila, so you can get to their descendants in the Knights of the Old Republic games, the Old Republic. So yeah, let's hope they stay away that for a while. And yeah, still no word on that. But anyway, getting back to Assassin's Creed, yeah, he's for the remember the game that came out in 2003 or whatever the fuck it was, 21 years ago. Child, at least he's getting his cultural enrichment. And you can get your cultural enrichment with gay romance in the 1500s Assassin's Creed game. Yeah.
Pass again.
Yeah. So, yeah, even if they just say it's the option, look, Niall, if you want to give her, and of course they would make her lame and gay. That is the standard playbook, and that would be fine. Oh, and Philip, we'll talk about this in a second. That would be fine. Of course, they're going to make her gay. Yasuke's a real dude. I don't want him participating in events he didn't participate in, and I don't want him gaying it up unless he was gay. If there's evidence that he was gay, then fine. Make him gay. Make him fucking birdcage all day long. If not, stop it. Stop it. You just take every chance you can to take a straight black male and gay him up, right? The darker and straighter they are, the more threatening they are, and so, of course, you take every fucking chance. Thought we wouldn't notice it, but we did. Yeah, so that's just another one on the list of reasons to nope the fuck out. But before that, yeah, miss the old days of Mass Effect and Dragon Age when they had catchers from all walks of life and didn't do that. Yeah, look, you could be. I'll tell you right now, I was very free with my kid. Well, Mass Effect, I was always like with Liara. In Dragon Age, I'm pretty sure I had a threesome with Liara, Zevran, one other character. Like, it was with a character, and she was like, you want to join? Zevran was a great character, by the way. He would fuck everything. He was an actual pansexual. Point is, this was back when it was fun. It wasn't agenda. It was just about having a good time in your games, and it was open to everyone. It wasn't pandering. If you were there and you wanted that shit, it was there. If you wanted heteronormative, it was there. And they were, and that was the other thing, is they were all true equity in the sense that they were all written with the same level of quality. It wasn't like,
look at this,
there's the gay quest.
Yep.
It was just done with, but again, all those people are gone. The not so secret gay agenda, where fuck heteronormativity, fuck straight white men, fuck any sort of toxic masculinity only. Yeah, it's not even that much of a secret. They fuck. Wait for Mrs. Freeze. That video's coming up, and we might talk about it later. Yeah, and the uglification of women because they don't want to offend the queer trans group. That's why all the women look very non-binary, and they've lost their breasts, ugged up. They try to say it's about unrealistic beauty standards, but it's really they don't want to offend the ambiguous ones, and they've also now more or less. So shocking, huh? I didn't know. I'd still be able to identify with the characters anyway, as long as they were written. Yeah, it's a conspiracy. It's almost like you can't possibly see it in every single movie, trailer, release of everything, TV show. Anyway, going right along.
Wait a minute. This is your first heckler.
No, it's probably someone that's new to the stream.
That's what I'm saying. It's your first chat heckler. I like it.
Generally, the modern gaming industry and the entire year of 2023 and every movie that has failed, every race swap character, every gender swap chat, they want proof of the agenda. I want to help them out with some more proof. I'm sure we could have some weaponized autism assisted. Go check out DEIdetected.com. The current agenda that is in most modern TV shows, all entertainment. You know the ones. The Message. Yeah, geez, that's what I gotta get. I gotta get Drinker saying the message and then showing the actual thing. I hope he doesn't copyright me. Shout out, Laud. Shout out. Yeah, Bridge. And I gotta get the bridge thing. Yes, bridge. Nerd Wars. Can you send me the bridge video? And then so that way I can do that. Proof that game developers are afraid of offending trans people, so they uglify women. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Got to be here a while. Yeah, you're gonna have to turn into another stream for all the proof on that one. I'm glad you found the channel. I don't know, maybe let me know how you found the stream for the first time, but for sure we will be on Nerd Wars channel for several hours tomorrow, and we'll have all the proof you want if you'd love to check in of the developers themselves. I mean, really, you could just look up anything to do with Sweet Baby Inc., Kim Belair, and any of them talking in their videos. They basically say it as much with their standards. But yeah, shout out. Good to see we're drawing in people, not just in all this. I know. Yeah. No, this one, it took me a while to realize what they did, and it seems like someone got control of the community button. So it was just a blog that was supposed to be drumming up just talking about stuff, influence. And here says, so here we go. Something undeniably Warhammer, unambiguous, a little gothic, probably carried by someone with breathtakingly outdated views on inclusivity. So if you're reading that, you'd be like, what the fuck? And then down below, here's the reposted. Here we go. Something undeniably Warhammer, unambiguous, a little gothic. It's got the lot. We don't even need to guess what this is. Really.
Just so we're all clear, that was me. I did the wrong thing on the wrong screen. I should have did that under my own name, but I got tired of seeing Loose for the moment. That wasn't bad.
Look, in the future, don't do that. If they want to comment, even ask things like that, as long as they're not spamming, that's all right. Look, I'm on a hit list, Rat. All right. The people are going to come in fast and furious. That's fine. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to stop the stream to show Sonia. I will stop the stream for you. Sorry, honey. 1 second. I'm not going to stop the stream for someone that just comes in and wants me to fucking prove an off statement that I'm saying to the chat that already knows what I'm talking about. That being said, yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow in Nerd Wars. Go into detail about the uglification of women in video games. It's not exactly like it's hard to bring up some compilation videos. It's just not what we're doing right now. Sonia, thank you, hun. 5 gifted membership gifties. Shout out. Look, making Mama Badger do the clap. Laud too. I love it. I love it when you make Mama Badger happy because a happy Mama Badger is a happy baby badger. And that's the way you'll get a happy life. Hail Sonia, shout out Jet. All right, so yeah, so basically I think it's a lot like what happens on Twitter when something goes wrong for a second and then it gets corrected. It's like, yeah, someone got a hold of the admin powers when they shouldn't have, and then it gets corrected. Yeah, I gotta get a gifty emote. Very, very extra gay. Gifty. It's gonna sound just like that.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but the problem is Lius or whatever won't now be there. See? Hopefully they find a way, and I don't know. Maybe they can be learned up a little bit. Maybe they can be learned up a bit.
I mean, they'll be back in under 200 seconds, so.
Yeah, there we go. We'll see their dedication. Speaking of people checking out their dedication, this guy who, again, hey, would you shock you to know that someone that used to be a games journalist called us bigots and threatened to knock us out if he saw us in person? Yeah. Also, the guy who his Discord is the one that doxed Grums. So, and I guess maybe shortly us, depending on if Mama Mercunti asks him to or not. It's fine. I'll get the armor, virtual and otherwise, waiting. I've been waiting. Yeah. Please. And yeah, creativity. He's a big bastard. I mean, he's tall. He'll look down and smash like Andre the Giant. Just one big pop. Great dip. Yeah, he'll try to like sexually assault him or something.
I wouldn't want either of them to attack me.
You tried to like aggressively start blowing him.
Why is he attacking me?
You'd be surprised how fast that Pulio can run on his knees. I seen it. It's like a little demon. It's scary. So, yeah, I know. It's so funny. Fucking internet tough guys and shit like that. Whatever. All right. Moving right along. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So we were talking about the Bloomberg. We're taking people's gerbs. We're taking their gerbs. This is the Bloomberg reporter. Very upset with us. Hypnotic ended up replying to her. She's very upset that we're taking their jobs. I mean, I agree with her first part here, where she says a strong games press is especially important as the lines blur between gaming and social media, big tech. Agree with that part. But as we've learned from Gamergate 1 and 2, we don't have that right now. They're completely scissored together in an unholy combination of echo chambery, really, back and forth with each other. There's so fucking many stories to write. These senseless layoffs are especially painful as a reactionary YouTubers with no journalism training. They don't have journalism training, nor do they ever engage in those practices. Eat away at journalism's mind share. And I'd wager we did not eat away at anything. You have done that yourself. We simply picked up. Oh, look at this audience that you told to fuck off. Hi. We would like to love you and treat you nice. Hello, audience. Can we cook and clean for you? And that's basically where we get the ABFs and the Hayden Waynes and you find folk that show up and be like, I was treated like shit, told to touch grass, and now I'm here. Well, welcome. We will not call you incels, because I don't know anyone that would go on a stream and call their own audience incels. That would be crazy.
Sarcasm detected.
Going right along. Yeah, that website would explode if I made it. This is Gnome de Plume. I hard miss on this, and I don't think they've played many Assassin's Creed. They were trying to make the point that, okay, we finally got an Assassin's Creed game in Japan, but is it too little too late? And it was like, bitch, not in the negative, just in like, bro, it's not that it's too little too late. It's not what we wanted and too late. Like, on top of the fact that it's Ubisoft, who we know now is going to put out the same cookie cutter shit that they've been doing. It's going to be Black Vikings. God damn it. Maybe they'll be back by the, where's the agenda? Have you seen all the female uglification? Here, let's see. Ugly female characters. Yeah. Don't think this will be hard. I should have just done this earlier. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Boom. There we go. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Or game jerk-offs. Shout out Draco.
Yeah, no, they won't be. Oh, yeah. Shout out for two. Here. Yeah. Real conspiracy. And this isn't even the best one to find, right? But yeah, the why are what's lost in translation here? Why are they so androgynous? We just saw it with Pokemon Go. Sorry, not a conspiracy.
I like that. Then they also, you can point to Cal Kestis and how dead on he looks.
Looks exactly like Cameron Monaghan. 100%. Yeah. No. And again, so shout out Draco, Draconis, the whole dragon thing. Maybe Tomac will come back and talk about Dragon Wars. Yeah, no, that was the first. It was like, God damn. And then they showed the person that it was supposed to be. And I was like, yeah. So yeah, I think this one missed the mark, and really, I think they're missing the point that no, people wanted Japanese representation. Also, if you actually look, people are saying that apparently there's a lot of Chinese like lanterns and other architecture that shouldn't be there in like 1500s feudal Japan. And again, that is the I summoned him. Yeah, dude, shout out. Did they make a sequel to that? Because I did watch it. I see why it's a 3 out of 10. It was on Prime. I want to get Erwin to watch Ring of Fire. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Rain.
Is, Rain of Fire.
Rain of Fire.
I'm functionally or not functionally becoming more retarded the more I stream. Like my brain is becoming taking in a lot. Soup. My brain is becoming soup, but
that's why I'm
not
here.
Going to say it's hard. My social battery. What happened to stop Asian hate? Well, once they started looking at the actual statistics of who actually commits that hate against Asians, boy, did you notice how quickly they stopped talking about it? It was really
saying
fucking,
that they were white.
It was real interesting. Did you know that 13% or what is it? No, it's 100% of black samurais commit 52% of crime in feudal Japan. That's what it was. I read that somewhere. That's a real statistic that I made up. All right, here we go. News outlet decries former Doctor Who fans and attempts to gaslight them, saying they are openly misinterpreting viewer data. And I got this in my own videos about this, and it was like, the fuck I am. What are you talking about? Even if you, because if you say, well, look at the overnights, they're half of what they were last year. They go, yeah, but this year they had BBC Player that they watched it there first. It was like, all right, well, first of all, that's 15% of the British population. Second, even accounting for that, it's still substantially less. And then we have the Samba numbers out. Guess what, bitch? I don't see Nurse What on it. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't see Doctor Who on it. No. Keep going. Do you see Doctor Who? Do you see what I don't fucking see? And that's not Doctor Who. Nielsen ratings? No. So who is misrepresenting what, I ask you? Not Nurse What, but ratings what? In the, oh, that's a song he would probably love. All right. What's shrapnel? Come on, Matthew McConaughey. Spoilers. I'm gonna do it on purpose because that's what we do around here.
That's how we
do it
already.
That's how we do it around here. Steady, totally accurate statistics, Badger. Thank you. That was a real-time fact check you saw right now.
Right.
I hate it. Don't you hate when Black Samurai increase the stereotype? Always late to training. Can't swim in heavy armor. It's a joke because no one can swim in heavy armor. God damn it. It almost came out and just do the shooty got what in the butt parody. I'm here for it. It's fine. Hey. Hear that what yeah. Yeah, so that was the thing. As soon as the number, and also, come on, man. You can't tell, much like Comic Girl, shout out, you're not going to let you get away with it. But you can't call the audience incels. You can't tell people to fuck off and go touch grass. It just, too much. We have been through too much, and we're not going to take it anymore. And speaking to that, so, okay, it's not a retraction, because in my neck, and even Papa Badger was like, I'm confused. You said it was a victory. And I was like, well, this gamer word said it was a fucking victory, and maybe I should have really done a deep dive, but like Grums is the one that made up this fucking 8-part plan and petition. And so when I wake up to, we did it, you did it, hashtag Free Stellar Blade celebrates as Shift Up and at Celebrate uncensor outfits, plural, uncensor. I'm thinking, oh, great. Okay. And he goes, thank you, everyone who participated. Yeah, in the 8-step outfit, blah, 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 sign it. We're going to give him the petition as a gift. I'm like, yeah, that sounds funny. You're still going to print it out, give it to him as a gift, and we find these. But these, and I don't give a fuck if you say this is semantics or whatever. Semantics, I'm always up for semantics. These are not nothing is uncensored. These are new outfits, granted. They are what the original uncensored outfits looked like. So they're added in a different color scheme. But there's apparently, and this was brought to my attention after the video. That's why I tried to clarify it afterwards. There's like 11 other outfits that are still not fixed. So that doesn't count as uncensored. They capitulated by adding 2 outfits that show booba. And congratulations, me like the booba. I always support the booba. You're never going to hear me say ill of the booba. That being said, what the fuck about the other boobas? Free them. It was the greater point of censorship, period. So if it's still there, it's not a fucking victory. It's maybe the start of a victory, and the gore. What happened to the gore was not the Chris Gore, shout out to him, he's all right, but the actual violence gore, the remaining blood on her. Is that a performance issue? Not a 38 seconds, but like a graphical? What's the word on that? So, yes, it is a type of victory, but I personally, and I was talking with Hayden Wayne, who had, he's played through this, and we agreed with what I was saying, is that petition was never going to reach 100,000. Grums had already said that on May 26th he was going to call it. It was about 91,000. And who not delete that post? Did who not delete one? Did Grums delete this? Because I found it. It's still up. Either way, now I guess we just wait and see if they ever fix or if this is it. Because I sort of feel like this is Grums just being like, let's just call it. Let's just call it. We got some back. Let's be happy with what it is. And the game is still amazing. And that, I guess, seems to be the common thought. That's the other side, is that, nah, fuck that shit. All or nothing. I heard it. All boobas do matter. And yes, I do endorse this statement. Free all the booba. That is 100% a t-shirt that I would grift off of. Free the boobas. Yes, 100%. You can. I have no problem with you saying that I said that message. So I think it really comes down to is, I knew as soon as we heard this, people were going to say, you fucking fans, you're never happy. You can never please you. And it's like, well, hold on now. Hold on. We asked for the, hold on now. Hear him out. We asked for the full meal, right? Just because you give us the dinner bread and the coffee doesn't mean we still don't want the steak and the mashed potatoes. Like, where's the fucking rest? And then we'll let it lie. Yeah, Tomac, I'm inclined to agree with this. Like, let's not give this such a pass. Like, I'm not buying this on PC unless everything is restored. I didn't realize that. I thought everything. I thought everything was going to be uncensored, but apparently it was just those two outfits in capitulation. So until everything is, then I can't consider it a full 100%. That being said, I think I said this in the original. We will see how much of a victory it is by the reaction to the aforementioned gaming urinalists that were taking all their gerbs. And I'm not going to link to his full thing, but shout out to That Part Place, who, of course, is covering all this fun stuff and always links to the receipts, which a lot of other places don't, and they don't have cancer commercials like Bounding, Jesus. My shit bounce around like Tigger.
Yeah, hearing you apologize for their shit is hilarious.
I know people don't like scrolling, so I really try to like do the different tabs, like, because Ryan from RK Outpost, learn from the greats. Bounding will just shoot them up and down. So yeah, Paul Tassi, seeds that shift up introduced new sexy outfits. So even just two is enough to piss him off. Do not care how the new Stellar Blade outfits look. They're fine. Yeah. He'll not his proudest wank. Giving these guys a win absolutely sucks, and they'll be dining out on it forever. Look, most of us are saying don't call this a win. I mean, I'm not going to include mine because I called it a win at first mistakenly, but a lot of people in the comments correctly are like, this ain't so much of a win, Chief. And like, yeah, you're right. It's on the pathhood. It's victory adjacent, but I can't. I would not. You're going to get shot in the back if you're sitting there cheering over the bodies. The petition will be sent soon. All we can do is wait. Yeah. So I guess that is true, Dr. Scientist. You are the science. You could just hope that when they see 90, maybe round up 92,000 signatures in person, printed out 15, 16, 17 boxes. One small step for gamers. Yeah. And one regression for them, I hope.
One giant leap for boobas.
Where's the beef? God, if you... It's definitely an American thing for Arby's. Yeah. Well, and the beef, by the way, I will say this. If she's watching, I have no ill will towards Mercanti. And I would love to pronounce her name correctly if we ever actually got to talk. Go ahead.
Is the beef reference to something you've seen in her OnlyFans?
I don't know. Yeah. So that was Paul. Goodbye, Paul. And I'm glad. And that was it. That was the last of that week. Last of that week. Well, we did that. And of course, and then I guess maybe I'll have to make a video about the list. The list. I'm in good company, I think. You have to pay extra for boobas and mouth. That's a separate super chat that I may or may not be able to fulfill. And you didn't say what type of booba.
Yeah, I told you I wasn't doing that.
A boobana. It's a boobana. A booba and a boobana. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I hope she does check the list. I hope she makes it twice. I hope maybe she'll want to, maybe I'll get an interview from her. What do you think? Should I do it? Don't worry, we have more topics. Just this time, it was just things I couldn't make full videos about, but I'm vamping while I transfer things over.
What
Vamp.
is the worst that could happen?
What is the worst that could happen if I did an interview with Alyssa Mercanti? Well, if it was on my channel, not much, because she wouldn't be able to clip me. So yeah, but other than that, yeah, it's a list. I think Hypnotic said it. This is the Hall of Fame. I hope you know that. Absolute list of heroes. I mean, not me. I'm just writing coattails. Everyone else on that list, absolute a list of why. I was wondering why all of a sudden my videos were spiking, and I was like, oh shit, that's why. Thank you. Oh, she would. I don't think she would, but Alyssa, come on. I won't even make on. Well, see, the problem is, I think she might try and be fun, and she might like it. She might like the jokes, and all of a sudden we get a dialogue going. Before you know it, she'd be admitting she sold her soul.
I think that's another OnlyFans request. They want to see you cook the beef.
Speaking of, just going on with some things that like didn't quite warrant full video, Elon Musk weighed in and he basically said the same shit that we said with the inclusion standards. Like, how could you make anything how could you make anything with the restrictions and the agenda overlay? And he just said DEI kills art. It does. I wouldn't say it doesn't kill it, doesn't even allow it to, it snuffs it out. It doesn't even allow it to breathe. So that's why everything has failed. And again, speaking of things, sort of saw it in that leaked Wolverine game. Did you see any of those leaks? I didn't have the channel at the time, but I know it came out maybe right at the beginning. I think it came out.
I'm sure I did.
Like the Jean Grey leaked missions and where you're going to stop playing as Wolverine. Here, Marvel Wolverine Associative Narrative Director Mary Kinney, because remember, they don't need Sweet Baby Ink anymore. The call's already coming from inside the house, kids. Every lever must be put. By the way, God damn it, where is that one? Come back. There's no agenda. Every lever must be pulled to push disordered LGBT. Associated Narrative Director Insomniac Games, who was working on the upcoming Marvel's Wolverine game, declared that every level must be pulled. Let's see exactly how she said it. She also, speaking with Jewel Shockers about a recent GLAAD report bemoaning the lack of LGBTQ because non-binary Batman and Robin Joker wasn't enough. Kinney described the report as heartbreaking. The GLAAD report tells us something key. Games are a way for LGBTQ people to social. No shit. They're a way for everyone to socialize. But it also tells us something heartbreaking, that LGBTQ gamers don't feel that developers are thinking of them when they design games. Go to Edge of Forest. You will find many LGBTQ who want to make ideology with you. Yeah, no. And by the way, we just talked about games like back in the day, BioWare and other where they were thinking about you, and it was done, but it's almost like that has to come naturally. And by people with talent. It's in every fucking game, isn't all? Is it? No, and that's the point. That's the point. And notice Miles Morales there. It's not enough to have a Black Spider-Man. He needs to be Spider-Man. They only see legitimacy in white characters, and to extrapolate on that truth that Gary always points out, they only see legitimacy in straight characters, which is why they need to gay them all up. They need to take those positions from the straights. Shout out, God bless Jinx Monsoon for straight up saying that that they are tired of living under the tyranny of heteronormativity. We just saw it with X-Men 97. I know everyone likes X-Men 97, but if you don't think Morph was getting drunk, turning into Jean Grey, and letting Wolverine go to Pound Town while he sobs silently, well, you're not reading between the bylines that Bo DeMeo wrote, because that was definitely the dynamic.
Cue crying game music.
And Bo even had to go out of his way to tell people that, oh yeah, he 100% was confessing love to him in that last episode. Bring me a Cuban sandwich. I'll tell you what, I haven't had a Cubano in a while.
It was like the Bay of Pigs.
Another ride in my love machine, baby. Yeah, I've tried to start it. Hashtag bring back Bo DeMeo. Rat, do you really think he was fired for OnlyFans? And if so, do you believe it was because it was a non-nude OnlyFans? And if not, what conspiracy do you think it is?
It can't be that, But whatever it is, it's interesting that he hasn't come out and said anything else, right?
Nope, except to clarify the aforementioned things that
I came out of my hatch to say, yeah, he was gay, and then
hasn't said why he was actually ignominiously fired.
Oh shit!
Let go, like shot down like a dog in the street.
You're using big words, and I don't understand it. I'm gonna take it as disrespect.
Yeah, well, that's all right. All right. There's a couple. I want to watch the Beverly Hills Cop trailer. I don't monetize these streams because, first of all, we never hit above 1,000 views anyway. No point in that. But also, why punish the chat for not being able to watch shit together just because these demons want to try to claim everything? That's all right. You guys are very generous with super chats, so the streams make the money that way. Shout out. Before we react to, there's two of them. Horizon, an American Saga, that Western, the new trailer came out, and the Beverly Hills Cop. I'm going to split them up. So which one first, you guys in the chat, either the Western first, the Kevin Costner Western we're going to watch, and or Beverly Hills Cop. And then we'll cover two other things and then watch whatever one you don't choose right now. And then we'll stop at the 2-hour mark and everyone raid Leon. Leon is going tonight, right? Because if not, well, we'll still probably stop at the 2-hour mark. Now it is canon that Rat just pops up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like the aliens. We never know whether he's coming out of the wall. You want to watch Beverly Hills Cop?
They should have got one.
Axel Foley. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let's see. Because this is all right. You have the link at the ready. Oh, good. So he is streaming tonight. All right. Yeah. All right. So we'll go for 30 more minutes, and then we will raid fully transition Leona, who is also on the list. And who knows? Maybe I've been showing up there. He might be tired of me, or if he sees me in the chat, he might say, "Come on and let's be hunted together." We'll see. Either way, okay. Or sorry, no. Let me see this.
Numbers.
Full. Yeah. I mean, at least in our corner, because the chat has spoken, we will be watching this. Dear God, Lord above, Norse above, all of the gods, help us for this one. You ready?
Go, send it.
Good morning, everybody. It's another beautiful day.
Worst that could happen.
Hills.
What the hell was that?
Let me guess. Foley.
Did you say Foley? Foley! We stole a helicopter! I didn't realize that you couldn't really fly a helicopter. Otherwise, I came up with a different idea. I told you it was a bad idea.
That's us in every game.
He shot my rotor off! Shit!
You know, this is very embarrassing.
You know, part of me rather get locked up than get put in this little Fisher-Price-looking squad car.
Y'all are the Lego cops.
The whole female team, was it?
Jane,
he makes
this
jokes.
is your father. Before you hang up, I'm in town.
They only have daughters.
Yeah.
They only have daughters.
And she's going to show him what's up.
You want to know why? This is why.
We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
I've been arrested. Hello?
You sure y'all paying y'all's bills? Because this phone don't work.
This isn't my first time.
Bro, Joseph Gordon-Levitt has played a fucking like strung out cop in like the last 3 Jamie Foxx movies.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I saw that.
Only role he plays now.
87, and then 94. But this place has changed a bit.
What brings you back to 902?
Hey, Kevin.
I got a call from Billy.
He's in trouble now.
What do you want from me?
I want you to be a cop again.
You got to do something.
Yeah, that is Zlydecker or whatever. Sorry.
I want you to be a cop again.
You got to do something.
Axel, if you damage any city property...
You're in a snowplow?
Yeah, we're in a damn snowplow. What's the problem? A lot of blind spots in the snowplow.
I'm on an undercover.
A lot of snowplows in LA.
You're pissing off a lot of people.
Yeah, they're going to get everybody.
We get close.
Oh, they're not going to get Judge Reinhold. Well, maybe.
Y'all safe? Everybody safe?
There's no seatbelt in the middle.
The hell with the seatbelt? We're on the edge.
Doing the music. Remember the music?
We're gonna need some backup.
And he's got the jacket.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Getting us some backup. God, I missed you, Axel.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's what you're gonna get.
Okay. Not as horrible as I thought. If he makes some jokes there about, which he did, maybe. Please just don't give me another Destroyed Legacy character. I like all these movies too. Dear God. How do the guns from 1980 so look more authentic? Because they were not real, because I mean, I love ABF, but fuck the real, actual Alec Baldwin's finger. He made them all so that they can't use guns on set anymore. If they had only followed the rules. Yeah, shout out Mama Badger. Of course, she likes Judge. She's always had a crush on him. And yeah, I don't, Mike. That's what's up, bro. Judge Reinhold. Yeah, I do like Judge. I know a lot of people maybe don't like that third one as much. I do. I love Sarge. Him. Get the hell out of here. No, I cannot. Yeah, no. I mean, it's a fucking, they got everyone back for it. I hope everyone got paid. I do hope everyone got paid.
Oh, it's Netflix. They paid everybody.
Well, it's not as horrible as you thought. Not as horrible as you thought. But now let me insert and apologies for the roughness of it. But it must be done. It must be done, and quickly. Mrs. Freeze. There's no agenda. Hey, I want you to understand that there's no agenda to make female characters ugly and look like men. Anyway, here's female Mr. Freeze. Get the fuck out of here. Why did you time them out? They might still be here.
I already asked, and they did not reply.
Bruh.
Yeah, look at that body type.
I've heard about this for weeks, months, that there was a female Mr. Freeze, and I thought, oh, it's gonna be Nora. It's gonna be Nora Freeze. She's hot, she's blonde, blue eyes. It'll just be a version where she's out and she's in the suit and he's stuck. Nope, it's the worst fucking version of Rule 34, bro. It's not just the hair. Okay, let's enhance. This bitch is Asian.
Oh shit,
that's an Asian.
She Blasian.
Okay, so how did we go from Victor von Friese, it's fucking German, he's dramatic, to her name be like Hoshi Sato or something?
Freeze, but not spelled the way you think.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. It's not good.
Here. He goes right to the bulge.
There's a bulge? Did you have to hunt for it? Oh no. But you know where there's no bulge? The boobas. Why you no give us the boobas? Why you no give us the boobas?
Because that's not part of their character development.
Chili China. Sounds like a mascot. Chili China. A very racially motivated one. You'd get canceled if you were Chili China. Chili China has since been switched to something else. Chili China pancakes don't have that Asian dude on the cover anymore. I'll tell you that much for sure. Looks like a blue Lawrence Fishburne. That's racist. How dare you? That's an attack on Lawrence Fishburne. And as a black man adjacent, I'm taking offense for him. Next, you're going to be attacking people with gaps in their teeth. By the way, Lawrence Fishburne, I've seen him lately. Have you seen him? He should be so lucky to be in this type of shape. Just saying. Do some Pilates. Why no boobas, Rocksteady? Why no boobas? Why you no give us the boobas?
Because they know you want it.
Because they know you want. Yeah, no, bro, you just couldn't give us hot. See, that's the thing. That was sort of what that thing was talking about. Maybe I got to find where that thing was talking about. They really were talking about it. It was like men and women find women attractive and find, like, men will look at a buff burly dude too and go like, God damn, I wish my arms looked like that. You know who has the opposite reaction? The trans community, who see that shit and get threatened by it, but this they don't. This ambiguous, could appeal to one side, could appeal to the other. The problem is that community is like 0.01%, if that, not fucking even that. So you can't keep appealing to them because all we do is go, what the fuck? What happened there?
That's
what happened there? And that's where it started, by the way. Sorry, you. Yeah, that's where it started. Started really with Abby. Shout out for season 2 where Pedro filmed for a couple weeks and then he's already done. Yeah. Catwoman, Harley Quinn, they all were hot. They all were hot, and then look what they did. Look what they did to our boys and girls. Yeah. Look what they did to me. They mammed me. I had the boobas. They took my boobas. What are you gonna do? It's that one joke from Daily. I want to. What killed the dinosaurs? The DEI Ice Age. I gotta get a report. But save the boobas. Hashtag save the boobas. Nice to catch the Badger Live. Hope I did not miss the whole stream. No, we're gonna go probably another 25 minutes or so. I can do math. You're tearing out. Got another trailer to react to, and then Epic Mike. Fuck, Epic Mike knows who I am. Why would he? Shout out, thank you. And I'm gonna turn that one down
because you're on the list, homie.
I know. I got that. Hey,
you're a made man.
Ames.
Yeah,
I did. See, she thought it was gonna hurt. It only. By the way, Charlie, you normally are here most of the time anyway, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Charlie, another guy that changed his name for the better. I do like nuclear better than Beauclair. Either way, but yeah, shout out Epic Mike. Shout out Epic Mike and Epicverse. I don't know if they mind us reacting to that, but I know Beardo did some new where he played like a Viking. He actually looked like Viking. Of course he is. Oh yeah, R2. Did you see that? Did you see the Alyssa Mercanti is making a list? Mercanti is making a list of all the people who make sure I don't dox myself here. All the bad men, yeah. Yeah, I make sure I don't dox myself. Alyssa will take care of that herself momentarily.
Yeah,
when she's done watching all my videos. Yeah, so she made a list of everyone that made videos about her, and your boy Badger is there amongst all the other people. Let me see. People complain and say I don't have my shit big enough. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. Only 7 videos. Only 7. Something no woman has ever had the privilege of, I'll tell you that much. Shout out Ryan. I'm kidding. I'm sure you've paid for sex before. We got to do a roast. We got to do a roast of, for sure, when Hypnotic hits 50,000. You did do the roast of Hypnotic. That way I could just throw fucking zingers at Ryan the entire time. Yeah, it is funny. This never works whenever you signal people out like this. And maybe that's who Luis, how their name were. Maybe they came from this, right? Go over there. But again, I said it before. It's like Two Towers being on top, where he looks over and goes, "Never thought I'd die next to a bigot. How about side by side to a friend?" And it's like, yeah, I would go side by side with. I mean, not Ryan. He's a horrible racist, but everyone else, 100%. No, even Ryan. I'm kidding. He's the little Gimli to us all. And look at words. Trans as he is. Love him. So yeah. Shout out, Alyssa. Thank you for making a Badger feel special. All right. Moving right along. One of the last ones. Wasn't able to make a full video about this, but again, no agenda. Ryan, by the way, really is the best. He's left up the videos. He interviewed me when I was, oh man, it was so long ago. It seems years ago.
3 months?
It was a couple months ago. Yeah. The shyster, when I agreed, he had a very proper full beard. And then I show up, it was all shaved off. I was a little fucking 24-year-old. Oh, I warn you. I am a bitey. Yeah. Hyper time is a thing. The simulation really does speed up Bigot Army. Well, that's the other thing is like, boy, you picked the wrong one. Because I've just got like a chain link fence of I used to make the analogy when I first started doing this is like I'm out there. I mean, I was with Rat, but he and I are out there on our own on a survival raft. You know, we're big boys. We're still out there alone. And then all of a sudden you start getting closer to some other boats and bigger. Nerd Wars came around with a pirate captain hat on and said, "Avast ye!" as pirate. And then and it's like, okay, All right, now I'm not so. Then for whatever reason, this guy Will Jordan is his name. He's a publisher of books, and he has a small channel that has 2 million subs. Critical Drinker. For some reason, when I barely had 15, I didn't even have 1,500. I think I was like 1,300 subs. He had me on. That sure helped. And then it's like, okay, now I'm not alone out in the ocean waiting anymore. Now I'm with a group of people. And Hypnotic, GCA, 199, the Fellowship. That's a formidable group. That's a formidable group to be. What the fuck? Formidable group. Shout out Mo Zambodi for starting the GCA. Very good group. And so I have no shame of being on that list. What I do have shame of. Does that look like Aragorn to you?
Oh, shit.
I mean, this is old. It's just, this is more about Double Down, but looks a little different to me. I don't know. He doesn't seem when Vigo was playing him, I didn't remember him this tan. Either way,
Leon's freaking out right now.
Oh my God, I know. Well, that can't be helped. You can be on F&T instead of Danica from now on. Fucking bro. I still have not been able to finish that episode. I got halfway through. And past her joke of calling everyone incels. So Wizards of the Coast replaces words like totem and tribal with umbra and kindred. So instead of tribal people, you call them kindred people, I guess. I don't know. Racist. Just a further doubling down, a further weird agenda. Oh, look, it's so inclusive. Of course, they kept her because you got to have the black man conquer her. That's all right.
Yeah.
They're going to make that elf. Yeah, I'm having them little mixed race kids, baby. That's what's up.
Oh, God.
It's fine.
Terrible.
All right. Let's see. Toasty. Play some old school Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I quit after X-Men 97 chat, so I missed it all. Hey, man. I mean, the sad thing is, for what it was worth, X-Men 97 was pretty decent. I'm not a fan of non-binary morph. He had a biological sex. It was male. He identified. He had a white form, male form, even if he looks sad most of the time. And then choosing him, and they got an activist to voice it and choose to be effeminate and otonoku, whatever the fuck it's called. Not a fan of that. But all the other characters got extreme glow-ups. And it looks like they're following storylines for the second season. And then that third season, it's like, well, we'll see. We'll see what they do. In the meantime, Westerns, I think, are coming back because people are tired. It's not superhero fatigue. It's bad movie fatigue. But it's also slightly tired of seeing CGI shit, which is why I think Kevin Costner's new movie might do something, especially if it's as good as Open Range and the other ones. So we gonna do it. We gonna do it. It's 2 minutes. Let's go. He'll claim it, but that's all right because it's not monetized anywhere. Psych. All right, hold on. And real quick, Age of Apocalypse Morph deserve better. John, the one thing I will point out is apparently Age of Apocalypse is going to be a huge plot point, including the Horsemen of Apocalypse in the next season. So we'll see. Save us, Kevin. Spaghetti Western. We'll see. Let's go.
Ain't from here. Something you want to say? I will tell you this. In these territories, men will come try you. They will take from you until you are wiped clean from this land. I'm just saying that's something you might want to keep in mind.
You think? You and I are standing guard in one of the last great open spaces.
That looks like a promising place.
Look, diversity. By the way, because I saw it's like, look at all these toxic males. Take a look at a lot of people that you're probably never going to see in a movie again for various reasons. So that's the other thing. Kevin puts his money where his passion is. I think he thinks this is going to be another Dances with Wolves, and he might be not wrong about that. might be not wrong about that.
The place I might be able to see myself.
That's a bad haircut.
You just have to stand at the river, and you can see what the men and the women up there see. That's what drove us across the ocean to this country in the first place. Hope.
It looks great.
It's a hell of a cast.
Lieutenant, there's no reason for you to stay here. And here you are.
She's always so pretty. Sienna Miller, right? And of course he cheated on her. Jude Law.
The men who hunt this land, they're not going to share it with you. What you build, they will burn down.
We just got to keep going.
Yeah, you be careful with the chapter 1 shit, but they're doing it. Chapter 1.
You be careful. Someone's going to take that gun and wrap you with it. What?
Piece of shit.
We talked enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Kevin Costner, Sienna Miller, Sam Worthington. Why do y'all motherfuckers keep trying to make Sam Worthington happen? Ages of him trying to do, it's fine. Okay. Giovanni Ribisi, Jenna Malone, Abby Lee. This is the only one I can't picture. Michael Rooker, Danny Houston. Yeah, he's in fucking everything. Luke Wilson. Yeah, Jeff Fahey. Oh, Jeff Fahey. That's the Lawnmower Man. Will Patton. I'm not sure about Isabella Fuhrman. Jesus. Yeah. Bro, he got everyone. Tatanka means. I don't know who that is, but I like him just because of his name. All right. June and August. And if you're, for fuck's sake, if you're going to do a part 1 and a part 2, keep it that level of distance. I endorse. Go see Cal. Cal Worthington Ford here. Get my cowboy hat. That's what I need to grift. Cowboy hat. Yeah. I don't know. That's fine. He clearly is done with Yellowstone because shooting, scheduling, and shit like that. So that's fine. That's fine. I'm here for cowboy stuff. Like I said, if you haven't seen Open Range, Nerd Wars is not here for me to grift on it, but because I know he hasn't seen it. But if you haven't seen Open Range, Robert Duvall, Kevin Costner, Diego Luna, and rightfully a second position, not main lead, because don't nobody want to see him as a main character. Sorry, Andor. Yeah, really good. Guy that plays Michael Gambon, guy that plays Dumbledore, is like a cattle wrestlers and shit. Yeah, that's similar to wrestlers. Yeah. But yeah, it looks promising. Looks long. 2 parts. Is a better not get bored. But if they do what Sheridan's been doing on Yellowstone and just really show the nitty gritty and the fact that like half the people that came over here, they didn't know what the hell an Indian was. They didn't know what a Native American was. They didn't tell them that, hey, when you come over here, there's going to be a bunch of pissed off people that will try to kill you. And forget that. They also didn't say that, there'll also be a bunch of other like people that would just straight up rob you. So yeah, I'm assuming that's what most of that movie will be about. But other than that, I think we let's see. Is Leon streaming yet? I know John has it going. Let me pull up. He is streaming. Okay. You call it now. John Boy, do me a favor and put Leon his yeah, all right. You can go ahead and put that link there in the chat for everyone, and we are gonna raid the shit out of this little fully transitioned Leona. Target him. You tell him that I targeted his channel with love.
We're coming for the bird.
Yeah, and you tell him that the Badger raid is in full effect, and then I will be joining you shortly. Not 38 seconds, but shortly. Thank you, everyone, for showing up tonight. Shout out again, Clinton, for 5. My favorite, Latinx, got to make your buddy happy. Great Deadpoolio for 5. And Clinton for 5 memberships. Great Deadpoolio for $5. I see it. Lod, 1. Thank you. Sonia for the 5. Draco for 200%. And then Sonia Sonia's over there. Look at her going. All right. Yep. They know we're coming. So Badger Raid. I see you, Ack. Thank you, everyone. Time now to play the outro that Mr. Techrat has so lovingly made for us. Shout out, and we will see you on the next one.
Great. Such a big day for the whole family. Here's the one who made it happen. Dr. Leo Marvin. Dr. Leo Marvin.
Get out.
No, we won't get out. We won't. You deserve it.
I mean, get out! Get out!
Is it something I said?
You've ruined my life! You've ruined my career! You've ruined my book! You've turned a perfectly peaceful house into an insane asylum! Get out!
Daddy! My God, Leo, what's gotten into you?
It was a disaster, Faye!
No, it wasn't. You were wonderful, sweetie.
Fine, Dad.
Yeah. Why'd you need to kick Bob out of the house?
You think he's gone? He's not gone! That's the whole point! He's never gone!
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
Sure, that was beautiful. Shout out to Mr. Techrat. Thank you. You think he's gone? He's never gone. That's the point. You see? For fuck's sake, cancel Disney Plus.
Why are you